¿Qué tal amigos? ¿Cómo andamos? Pues hoy andamos acá dando una vuelta en Estados Unidos, en el pueblo de McMinnville, Oregon, y pues ahorita estoy aquí en el centro de la ciudad, en la famosa calle 3, y pues acompáñenme para ver qué podemos encontrar por acá con respecto a la escena artística. Ahí estamos. Y pues bueno amigos, ahorita estamos caminando aquí por este centro de la ciudad. Este pueblo es muy famoso, o toda la zona de aquí es muy famosa por sus vinos y por sus paisajes llenos de pinos, llenos de uva, que aquí se cosecha muchísimo vino y alrededor del mundo es muy conocido por ello. También aquí en esta calle donde ahorita estamos recorriendo, que es la calle 3, pues también es muy conocido por sus diferentes galerías de arte, así que acompáñenme para conocer algunas de ellas, a ver qué nos pueden mostrar por aquí. Okay, guys, I'm here with Patty from NW
Northwest Food and Gift.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we have here a lot of pictures and a lot of artworks of what makes McMinnville special for words or for creating this kind of art.
Yeah, so I mean, Willamette Valley, McMinnville is in the heart of wine country.
Yeah.
A lot of our artwork is kind of revolved around, vineyards and wine and stuff like that. So that's what makes McMinnville so special, is it's in the heart of a really cool, unique country, that a wine country that's different from everywhere else in the United States and around the world. The Pacific Northwest itself is a beautiful area. We have the beach and the woods.
Right.
The coast is beautiful. And we're an hour away from that, an hour away from Mount Hood. So McMinnville is really special because it's in the heart of everything that makes this area so unique.
What would you say to people from Mexico or people that haven't been here in McMinnville yet?
It's definitely a great place for tourism. Very friendly, very welcoming. Everywhere in McMinnville that you go, especially this street right here, which we're located in downtown McMinnville on 3rd Street. Everyone will welcome you. Everyone is happy to meet tourists and stuff. And a lot of our, kind of our town is based on tourism. So
right.
It's very welcoming community. You'll have no trouble getting around whatsoever. And yeah, it's definitely a change of pace for people that have never been here before. And it's really beautiful. And I highly recommend that you show up and meet everyone and what our town has to offer. So
well,
yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate your patience and your kindness.
Of course.
What is the most rewarding part of working on an art supply store here in McMinnville?
Yeah, the most rewarding part is the community and just constantly being in a creative environment where people create things and inspire me to create things. There's constantly new product coming and going, and I always want to explore it all. And so it just keeps my mind open to all the possibilities of how to create and getting to see what other people are making.
Right.
So it can get really kind of rigid sometimes in the world where we get stuck in one idea. So it helps me keep an open mind and keep being creative. Yeah, I am an artist, and I like to do lots of pen and ink drawing mostly. I do marker and some watercolor, but lots of pen and ink drawing mostly. I really admire what other people do with like oil paints and seeing what they do. I dabble in oil paint, but you don't use it as much, but that's what I enjoyed using most. Yeah.
What is the inspiration behind your artworks?
Yeah, I love to tell stories, and particularly the human experience. So people are my subject mostly. Most recently, I have most enjoyed taking song lyrics and making a visual twist on it. So taking songs and making like a musical poster. Oh, wow. So I take the lyrics and the themes behind it and figure out how to turn that into a visual. Corey_the Artful Mouse.
Okay, we're gonna put it here so you can see in case you take a look at her work. So
thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your time. And what's your name?
John Stroman.
What makes you decide to set up an art gallery here in McMinnville?
Well, I've had an art gallery here in McMinnville for about 10 years, I guess, maybe a little longer. And, but I always want, the reason I'm in this space, I always wanted to be on street level.
Okay.
And I was always had sites that were a little bit more obscure. And so I ended up here because I happened to see a for lease sign one day, and so the rest is history. Well, they rent space from me.
Okay.
And I don't charge them any commission. They just rent space from me.
Okay.
And then when I sell something for them, they get all the money.
Oh, okay.
So I really doesn't have a lot, the work doesn't really have a lot to do with my inspiration. There's work, you know, I have some standards. I don't want anything dark. I don't want any of that kind of stuff.
Thank you so much for your time, John. I really appreciate your kindness and your patience. Ok, amigos, pues aquí estoy en otra tienda de vintage aquí en McMinnville. Vamos a platicar aquí con las dueñas para ver qué nos pueden contar un poco y pues vamos a ver qué pasa. Okay, hi there. Hello, thank you for your time. I really appreciate your patience. I would like to tell us a little bit about your history of this store.
We have been in business for almost 2 years. We have about 10 vendors and we all kind of source a whole bunch of stuff. We hired an artist to work on that drawing there, and we just love collecting old stuff and saving it from landfills.
How long have you been in McMinnville and what made you decide to set up a vintage store here?
I have been in McMinnville for about 13 years. And I just love this downtown area. It is just charming, and I love the people, I love the atmosphere, I love everything about it.
Wow. And do you offer any products unique to McMinnville or that ones that represent the local culture?
Yeah, we do. We have this poster right here that is
a local
artist, and it is specific to our block on this street. It is
okay, so UFOs?
very personal, yes.
Why UFOs?
There was a sighting in 1950, and they just kind of ran with it, and we have this huge parade every year. And
oh wow!
It is bigger than a lot of other days. It is absolutely wonderful.
Do you believe in UFOs?
I think I do, probably. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. What is the inspiration behind the items you have in your store?
I think we all just love the older feel of things, that it just comes with a history. There's someone who loved it before us, and we just enjoy that continuing on.
Okay, wow, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate your kindness, and have a nice day. Have a nice one. Okay, thank you. Pues bueno, amigos, eso fue un poco de lo que pudimos conocer hoy aquí en este pueblo. La mayoría de las galerías no nos permitieron entrar porque pues son obras originales y no se tienen que firmar, pero pues les puedo decir que las obras que vi estuvieron bien geniales, me encantaron mucho porque utilizan colores muy vibrantes y además cada una pues obviamente cuenta una historia, y mucho eran paisajes, mucho paisaje. Como aquí hay muchos campos de uva, pues muchas de las obras eran relativo a paisajes de uva, a campos verdes, y también muchas de las obras eran alusivas a lo de festival de OVNIs que hacen aquí. Entonces todo estuvo muy increíble. Pero pues bueno, al menos aquí en Vintage Store, gracias por permitirme entrar a tu tienda y tomar algunas tomas. Y pues aquí les dejo algo de lo que encontré también acá por la ciudad del arte urbano. Gracias por acompañarme, no olviden suscribirse aquí en mi canal de YouTube para más videos como estos en las siguientes ciudades que voy a andar, ya sea aquí o en México. Por ahí díganme su follow, activen la campanita y muchas gracias por seguir.